Hello, Peter here again, your Pinoy accountant. So in this video, pag-usapan natin yung South 2307. So yung South is the summary alpha list of withholding taxes and mostly yung 2307, ito talaga yung nire-report natin, especially pag ginamit natin siya as deduction doon sa ating mga income tax returns. So ito yung mga steps, overview yung gagawin natin for today. So first is kailangan natin i-download and i-install yung alpha list data entry and validation. So, mada-download nyo yan dun sa website mismo ng BIR. So, i-click nyo lang to or just go to your browser and go to www.bir.gov.ph/downloadables. So, makikita nyo doon yung latest, yung version 7.4. But if you are looking yung 7.3, yung previous na version, you can click doon sa description ko down below because yung bago kasi na version na 7.4, unfortunately, wala pa dun yung, I mean, hindi nakasali dun yung sa alpha list yung mostly na ginagamit ng ating mga Lazada at Shopee sellers or online platforms. Yung withholding tax na related dun sa one half of gross remittances from the platforms, online platforms, hindi kasi makita dun sa bagong version. So I suggest if Lazada or mga online sellers kayo, pwede nyong i-download yung previous na version, 7.3. So, yan. So, after yung ma-install, actually, dalawa, by the way, yung installer natin is isang file lang, but once na-install niyo dalawang apps or dalawang applications yung lalabas. So, that is the Alpha List Data Entry, and the second app naman is the Alpha List Validation. So, separate files to, or I mean, separate na apps or separate na programs yung data entry tsaka yung validation. So, second step natin is after receiving ng 2307 from our income taxpayer like Payer, Shopee, Lazada, we should i one by one i-encode natin isa-isa yung mga 2307 doon sa data entry. So, isa-isa i-encode natin mamaya papakita ko yung sample sa inyo. And then next nun, after yung ma-encode, mag-generate tayo ng data file or yung .dat na file from the AlphaList data entry na module. And next step natin, once after generating yung .dat file, kailangan natin siya i-validate naman using yung AlphaList validation. So, yung pag-validate nun, i-open nyo yung second na program or application, yung AlphaList validation, and then i-validate nyo lang, parang i-upload nyo lang yung that file, and i-check nun if may mga errors ba, like mali yung PIN number, or mali ba yung mga, yung date, it could be mali yung tax date na nakalagay doon, so mag-e-error. So before natin kasi, yung last step kasi is the email, so before natin i-email, be sure na walang errors, because if yung may errors yung isasabit nyo sa email, ganun din, magbabounce back yung email na may mga errors yung inyong sinubmit. So, better, i-follow na lang. Kailangan i-validate and be sure na walang mga errors. So, yung last step natin is yung mag-email na tayo doon sa e-submission at bir.gov.ph. So, open nyo lang yung email nyo, like Google Mail, Gmail ninyo, and i-type nyo itong subject. It could be yung quarterly na ITR ninyo, or in our example for today, yung sa annual ITR natin, nag-claim kasi tayo for the fourth quarter ng 2307. And then dun sa ano niya, yung sa body ng inyong email, ito yung ilalagay nyo ng mga details na kailangan. Your name, your TIN, the address, your email, yung form type, ano yung gamit nyo, 1701Q, 1701A, annual, ganun. And the period covered. It could be annual kasi ito, so December 2024, or yung end month ng quarter, if ever yung quarterly yung sinasabit ninyo. So once na-email nyo na sa e-submission, yung last step is makaka-receive tayo ng email naman from e-submission na confirming or validating yon. So tinatawag yun na e-submission validation report na successfully na receive nila yung inyong file and walang mga errors dun sa file na iyong sinubmit. So overall, ito yung steps na gagawin natin today. So simulan na natin from downloading and installing hanggang makapag-email tayo ng ating .dat report sa e-submission at bir.gov.ph. So again, step 1 natin is i-download and install natin yung installer. So you can go to the website of the BIR. So i-click natin to. And kita nyo dito, nasa website tayo ng BIR, and doon sa downloadables, you can see it here, itong Alpha List Data Entry and validation module. I-click nyo. And then may nakalagay dito na AlphaList Data Entry and Validation Module version 7.4. Click yung plus. And then you can see it here, itong file na zip. Pa-zip pa siya. AlphaList Data Entry and Validation 7.4.zip. So i-click lang yan ninyo. And after clicking, mada-download automatically yung file. So, kita nyo dito, dalawang files na ito, itong AlphaList Data Entry and Validation 7.3. And if i-click nyo yung ating link sa description down below, you will go doon sa G Drive, share drive natin, and you can download ito namang 7.3. I mean, ito yung dinownload sa share drive, and yung 7.4, ito yung dinownload natin sa website mismo ng BIR. So, in today's video, yung 7.3 yung gagamitin natin because may example tayo na mga Shopee sellers and Lazada sellers. So, ito, i-extract ninyo yung file. Extract all. Extract nyo. And then, ayan. And once extracted, makita nyo tong yung installer na mismo na file. I-double click ninyo. And i-yes lang ninyo. And then, welcome to AlphaList Data Entry and Validation 7.3 Setup. Next lang ninyo. And then, check nyo lang lahat. And then, next. And saan yung destination folder? Usually, nasa drive C lang yan. I-click nyo yung install. So, hintayin nyo matapos ma-download lahat ng mga files. Ayan. So, once installation is complete na, pwede na nating gamitin yung ating AlphaList Data Entry and Validation. So, magre-register tayo. Actually, kailangan nyo i-prepare yung COR ninyo. Because the first time na paggamit nyo ng AlphaList, kailangan nyo input yung inyong mga registered name, yung mga address. So, yun yung next step natin. So, puntahan nyo lang yung folder kung saan nyo in-install yung applications. And makita nyo dito, dalawa is the AlphaList Data Entry and the AlphaList Validation. Nasa desktop din ninyo, if pinili nyo na may shortcut doon, pwede nyo ding i-check ang inyong desktop. So, eto, i-click na natin itong AlphaList Data Entry. So, nakalagay dito is username and password. So, ito yung first time pa lang na paggamit ninyo. So, kayo yung maglalagay ng inyong username tsaka password. So, example, yung username na ilalagay nyo is your name. And then, you can input any password na yung medyo safe naman with characters and numbers. Ayan. And then, click nyo yung OK. So, tandaan nyo, huwag nyo kalimutan yung username tsaka password na ginamit nyo because yun na yung gagamitin nyo sa pag-login naman dito sa ating AlphaList Data Entry. So, ito sa first nyo paggamit, kailangan nyo, ito yung nabanggit natin kanina, you must enter your TIN information accurately. So, I suggest, tingnan nyo yung COR ninyo because yung sa COR ninyo or Certificate of Registration, nandun nakalagay yung mga details na kailangan natin. So, yes. So ito, yung RDO code, yung TIN, yan. Yung line of business, yung registered name, yung taxpayer. So lahat to, registered business address, and the authorized representative or your name, ilalagay nyo dito sa baba. So lahat ng details na kailangan dito is nandun sa certificate of registration ninyo. So ito, fill upan ko lang to ng mga details para as an example. So RDO code natin is in Pangasinan. And then 10 0000 and category of withholding agent private, mostly private tayo. And line of business, i-check nyo ulit yung inyong COR. It could be retailer kayo. Ayan, professional. And then taxpayer classification is individual. So yung last name, ilalagay niyo last name, first name, middle name, and the telephone number. So last name natin is example, si Monkey Luffy. Yes. Monkey D. Luffy. And telephone number. Ayan. And yung registered business address, again, i-check yung COR ninyo. So, ito for example lang. Ayan. district, ayan, Sanji. Di ba? Ayan. So, Pangasinan, Pangasinan. And zip code. Ayan. So, dito nyo ilalagay sa taas is the authorized representative and the owner if kayo mismo sa baba ilalagay nyo. So, si Monkey D. Luffy yung ilalagay natin dito. And then, click nyo yung save. And before i-save, i-check nyo if tama yung mga details na nalagay ninyo. And once if okay na kayo, goods na yung mga details, i-click nyo lang yung save. Ayan. So, after saving, ito, kailangan nyo siyang i-close. Ayan. So, once na-input na natin yung ating details, we can now start inputting or encoding. Nasa step 2 na tayo, yung pag-encode ng mga 2307. So, ito yung piliin natin, yung South Forms. Click yung South Forms. And then, yung South Form is, it's either quarterly, but this time is 1701 yung gamit natin sa pag-file ng annual ITR. So, i-click yung 1701. And then, for the month of, yung end nung for example, quarter siya, yung end ng third quarter, or sa annual naman, yung end ng month end ng annual natin is December. So, December yung ilalagay nyo dyan for the annual. So, kung third quarter kayo, September yung ilalagay nyo. But in our example, annual kasi ito. So, month of December yung ilalagay natin. 1, 2, and 2024. Yan. So, amended return, no. And number of sheets attached, 0. Any taxes withheld? Yes. Na-withholdan kasi tayo ng, for example, ni Lazada or ni Shopee. So, are these pays availing of tax relief? No lang. So, ito, i-click nyo na itong add or update. Click nyo. So, check nyo, you are working for the attachment of 7001 for the month of December 2024. Usually kasi per quarter din yung binibigay nila Shopee. So, yung end of quarter na lang yung ilalagay nyo. Or in our example, fourth quarter na South yung ilalagay natin. So, December yung month. So, i-click nyo lang yung OK. So, nandito na tayo sa pag-input ng mga 2307. So, ihanda nyo lang yung mga 2307 ninyo so that mas easier na sa pag-encode dito. So, click nyo lang yung add. And then, i-check nyo na yung 2307 natin. So, tingnan natin yung mga 2307 natin for the fourth quarter, October, November, and December. So, for the fourth quarter, ito kasi yung ilalagay natin sa annual ITR natin na 2307. Ito yung mga natanggap natin. We have, example na to, Lazada, affiliate ka, for example. Yung may mga affiliate links. Ayan, so magbibigay si Lazada ng 2307. And then, itong Planet Anemic, example naman if you are professional. So, magbibigay yung, for example, ano kayo, lawyer, and then yung clients niyo winidholdan yung payment sa inyo. So, kailangan nila magbigay ng 2307. And then Shopee, 2307. Again, if online sellers kayo, yung example natin dito is Shopee and TikTok. So, let's start. Itong si Shopee, i-encode na natin. I-open nyo yung inyong 2307. So, lahat ng details na i-input dun sa ating AlphaList data entry, nasa 2307 lang ninyo. So, let's start. So, yung tax identification number nung income taxpayer, so in this example ni Shopee, yung ilalagay nyo dito. Ayan, si Shopee is 008, 008, 988, 988, 817, 817, and then 0000, and registered name niya, ito, Shopee Philippines Inc. So, itatype nyo dyan, Shopee Philippines Inc. There. And then, yung ETC niya, again, i-follow nyo lang yung 2307. This is the withholding individual 760. So, ito yung nabanggit natin kanina sa version 7.4. Wala kasi itong WI 760. So, ito, i-select na natin dito. WI 760. So, nasa baba yan. WI 760. This is the one. Ito, one half of the gross remittances by e-marketplace operators and digital financial services. So, i-click ninyo. Ayan. And then yung amount of income payment. So, yung total na ilalagay nyo dito, this is total ng fourth quarter or October, November, and December. So, ito yung total niya is 234,618. 234,618. Yan, balik natin. 234,618 and 00. So, yung tax rate niya, actually, this is 1% yung kanina nakalagay dyan. And then yung amount tax withheld, if kita ninyo, yung nakalagay sa ating 2307 is 1,173.09. But dito, automatic kasi yung kinumpute. So, yung gagawin natin dito in this case, pwede nyo kasing i-override itong amount of tax withheld. So, kayo na lang palitan nyo to manually. Ito kasi yung important na figure is kung magkano yung winidheld nung payer ninyo, yun yung ilalagay nyo dito. So, in our case, makita naman natin yung winidheld na sa inyo is 1,173.09. So, ito yung ilalagay natin doon sa south. 1173.09. So, do you want to add another record? So, yes. So, kita nyo, kahit naka 1% siya, in-override natin yung amount of tax withheld. So, let's proceed to the next 2307 natin. Click nyo lang yung yes. So, the next example natin is TikTok. So, same din sa example natin kanina. So, ito yung ilalagay natin na info. Yung TIN ni TikTok and yung name niya is ByteDance Philippines Inc. So, again, yung TIN niya is 008 988 817 and 0000. So automatic niya kasi hindi natin napalitan yung TIN ni ByteDance Philippines. So for example, iba yung TIN niya. So again, be sure lang kasi tama yung TIN na nilalagay nyo kasi nasi-save niya automatically yung mga previously TIN na na-input ninyo. So ito, Shopee natin, I mean TikTok, ByteDance Philippines Inc. And then yung ATC niya, again, it is WI760. WI760. Yung amount niya is, yung total for the fourth quarter is 240,000. Ayan. And then again, yung sinabi natin kanina, na-mention natin is, yung amount of tax withheld na lang yung ano natin, papalitan. So yung withheld natin is just 1,200. So ito yung ilalagay natin dito. 1,200. Then, kita nyo, mali yung comma niya. So, pindutin nyo lang yung period or yung dot. Ayan. So, automatically, magkakaroon siya ng decimal na 0. Ayan. So, 1,200 yung amount tax withheld. So, again, yung TIN, importante na tama yung nilagay nyo dito. In our example, mali yung TIN ng ating TikTok. So, be sure na tama yung TIN na ilalagay nyo dyan. So, i-click nyo lang yung save. So, do you want to add another? So, may example pa tayo. Third example natin is yung Lazada naman na affiliate. So, 008 988. So again, mali yung TIN niyan kasi this is the TIN for the Shopee. So palitan lang natin, gagawa na lang tayo ng TIN. Ayan. So, yung registered name niya, ito, Lazada e-services. Lazada e-services Philippines. So, wala siyang special characters pala. So, hindi pwedeng may dash or period. Yan. So, again, yung ATC, i-check nyo. This time, ibang ATC na to. This is for commissions kasi. Commissions, rebates, and discounts. So, in our example, ano siya? Lazada affiliate. So, may commission siya from Lazada every time may nag-click ng affiliate link niya. So, ito, WI516 yung ATC. Hanapin ulit natin. WI 516. So ito, WI 516, commissions, rebates, and discounts. So ayan, so yung amount natin is 185,000. And then pinutin nyo yung period. Ayan, so automatic siya mag-adjust. And yung withheld, 18,500. So tama yung ating amount, 18,500. So click nyo lang yung save. And then mag-add pa tayo. So ito yung last example natin, si Planet Anemic Corporation, yeah, World of DBZ. So ito, input na natin to sa ating AlphaList data entry. Again, yung TIN niya, 008, 988. So mali ulit yung TIN natin. So gagawa na lang tayo 888. Yan. So yung ano lang nito is kopyahin nyo lang yung kung ano yung 2307 na sinubmit sa inyo. And registered name is Planet Anemic Corporation. Ayan. So yung ATC niya, so 010. So mga professionals to, kagaya ng lawyers, yan, CPAs, engineers. So ito yung example natin. Example si Luffy, ano siya, lawyer, and yung services niya, ayan, kay Planet Anemic, di ba? So WI tayo. Ayan, WI 010. Ito. WI 010, ito professional. So i-click ninyo. And then yung amount is 150,000. And then period, ayan. Tax rate 5%. Tama ba? Tama. So yung na-withheld is 7,500 and yung 2307 ninyo is 7,500. So again, yung key lang talaga dito is kung ano yung 2307 na binigay sa inyo or yung tax withheld ng income payer ninyo, yun yung ilalagay nyo dito sa South. So in this example again, 7,500 yung withheld ni Planet Anemic from payment niya kay Monkey D. Luffy, yung services niya as a lawyer. So ito 7,500 yung amount na tax withheld. So click yung save. And pag wala na kayong 2307, so pwede nyo nang i-inquiry, pwede nyo i-check. Ayan, so 4 yung nalagay natin. Ayan. Income payment is 809,000 and tax withheld or yung 2307 niyo is ayan yung amount niya 28,373.09. So i-back na natin, i-exit natin. So click niyo yung yes. So tapos na tayo sa pag yung na-encode na natin isa-isa yung 2307 natin. So yung next step natin is mag-generate tayo ng that file. Or pwede din na actually yung South report kailangan kasi i-attach din sa EAFS. Yung ginagawa ko dito is itong print inquire. Okay nyo. And then view. Hindi ko na Excel to report kasi mas it's harder to print yung Excel report. So dito tayo sa view. Yan, pakita ko lang sa inyo. So kita nyo nakaano na siya yung format niya. Okay na compared dun sa Excel. So i-click nyo tong print na button and be sure lang na naka-default ninyo is yung PDF printer niyo or yung Word to PDF, hindi yung printer mismo. So that ito yung masasave nyo as ano siya, PDF file. So for example, isave natin siya as yung South natin. South 2307, fourth quarter. Clicking save. So yun, na-save nyo na yung PDF file nun. So back na natin. So going back tayo dun sa ano natin, yung pag generate ng dot file. Ito, click nyo na itong button to generate yung .dat or yung data file. Click yung generate file. And i-save nyo. So, piliin nyo saan nyo i-save yung mga data files ninyo. So, pwede kayo mag-create ng bagong folder. So, 2307 data files. Ayan. So, dyan nyo i-save. Save nyo. So, do you want to view? Kung i-view nyo, actually, ito lang yung laman yan. So, yung mga in-input natin kanina. So, click yung X. So, na-save nyo na yung .dat na file. So, yung next step natin, of course, is yung validation naman. So, open natin yung ating validation na application. So, go back to your folder kung saan nyo in-install yung inyong AlphaList validation or check nyo yung desktop nyo. May shortcut doon ng app na ito. So, ito open natin, AlphaList validation. So, file access is denied. Ignore nyo lang yan. Ignore nyo ulit. Not found. Ignore ulit. Ignore. Ayan, di ba? Ganun lang. So, ito, input nyo yung TIN ninyo. Ayan. And then, taxable year, 2024 yon. And then, dito tayo sa South. So, click nyo yung South. And South form, di ba, ano yan? If you remember, annual yun, 1701 yung ginamit natin. So, yung pipiliin nyo dito is 1701. Ayan. And then, yung month, ito, i-browse nyo. And then, sinave natin yun sa folder, itong South 2307 data files. I-click nyo. Ayan. So, yung month, December yung nakalagay dito sa ating December 2024. Ayan. 1701. Ensure lang tama yung TIN na nalagay nyo dito. And the month, the taxable year. And then, click yung validate file. Select nyo lang itong reports na folder. Ayan. So, kita ninyo. So, ito yung lalabas. No errors encountered. So, ibig sabihin, walang errors yung dot file natin or yung data file. At pwede na natin siya. Yung next step natin is yung pag-email naman nito. Nung dot file, I mean, i-email natin sa e-submission naman. Ayan, so yung app mismo na validation, AlphaList validation module, magpo-prompt din siya yan, validation successful. So ito yung file na ito yung i-email natin doon sa ano naman sa e-submission. So open niyo yung inyong Gmail and then mag-email na tayo sa e-submission. So nasa last step na tayo, finally, nasa last step na tayo. So i-email na natin yung data file sa e-submission. So, yung email ad ng e-submission is the esubmission@bir.gov.ph. And then, yung subject nyo, ilagay nyo lang dyan is Annual ITR South or Third Quarter ITR South. So, depende anong quarter yung ginamit yung 2307. So, in our case, Annual ITR South or pwede rin Fourth Quarter South yung ilalagay natin dito. So, again, yung body ng email natin, kailangan ito yung mga details, your name, TIN, address, email, and the form type na gamit niyo and the period. So, in our case, ito, name natin, si Monkey D. Luffy. Yung TIN niya. Ayan. Address, email, gmail.com. Form type, again, this is for the 1701 or depende sa inyo, 1701A or 1701Q. So, yung period natin, again, this is the annual. So, yung end ng annual taxable year natin is December 2024. So, ayan, and then i-click nyo yung attach. And yung data file yung i-attach natin, yung na-validate ha. Ito, click nyo yung attach files. And then, i-click nyo yung file kung saan nyo sinave yung data file kanina. So, dito natin sinave sa South2307 data files. So, ito, i-double click nyo. Hintayin yung ma-attach. Ayan. So, e-submission, again, annual ITR and the body, yung details nyo, and the data file. And yung next step nyo is i-click nyo lang itong submit na button. And after clicking submit, actually may mga notification na nag-email kayo sa e-submission. And then yung final step is the e-submission validation report naman. So, after sending yung email nyo, pag click nyo itong button na send, ito yung makikita ninyo. We have here an example. So, after nun, ito, magre-reply sa e-submission. Ito, important advisory. Yan, alpha list data is, ayan, about mga ano lang, information. And then the BIR has received your data files. So, nakalagay dito, please wait for another notification as your files are still subject for validation. So, pagkatapos nito, hintayin nyo, like for ilang days, could be 1 week, depende, di ba? So, after nun, yung next na email na matatanggap ninyo is the e-submission validation report. So, ito yung email sample natin. Nakalagay lang dyan is the acknowledgement receipt number. And this is to confirm receipt of the files. Ayan, kita nyo. Total attachment 1. Number of valid files is isa. So, ayan, we have validated your submission is in compliance with existing BIR regulation. So, nakalagay lang dyan, nakasaad na successfully and na-validate nila yung data file na sinubmit ninyo. So, again, congratulations. Natapos na natin yung South na reports sa pag-filing, pag-submit, I mean sa e-submission and siya sa paggawa ng South mismo. So again, yun lang yung video natin for today. Kita ko lang ulit sa inyo yung overview ng steps na ginawa natin for today. Ayan, so ito yung mga steps na ginawa natin. Again, you can take a screenshot or pwede yung picturean. Yan, download and install AlphaList. Mabilisan lang. And data entry. And again, isang installer to and dalawang applications yung ma-install sa inyong computer. AlphaList data entry and the AlphaList validation. And after nun, mag-encode kayo sa 2307 ng South inyo data entry. And then mag-generate kayo ng data file. And yung data file na yon is i-validate nyo using the AlphaList validation. And pag na-validate na successfully, walang errors, i-email nyo yung that file, yung data file, sa e-submission at bir.gov.ph with the subject line na annual ITR South and yung details niyo, yung name, TIN, address, email, form type, period. And pagkatapos nun, makapag-receive kayo ng email, e-submission validation report from e-submission na email. So, yun lang yung video natin for today. My name is Peter again, your Pinoy accountant. If may mga tanong kayo, comment lang kayo down below. And hopefully, huwag nyo kalimutan mag-like and of course, mag-subscribe sa ating YouTube channel. And madami pa tayong upcoming videos, probably sa BMBE naman ng mga taxpayers natin, yung ating next video. So, abangan ninyo yon. So again, thank you for watching and I'll see you again next time.